Hi there. This is Lynn Prabish and Pam Thomas. We are going to teach you about oil glazing your photographs. I have been in photography since 1975. I have been in art since I was 2 years old. I should say painting, not art. Photography is art. I got my first camera in high school, and it was black and white, of course, way back when. And that's when I started adding different mediums to my photographs. I love black and white, but I like black and white with a little color. I do have my photographic craftsman degree and my college. I have attended Winona and so many different schools, and plus studied under different artists and different photographers. You can never know too much, and you'll never know it all. Also, I have an apprentice. I intend to retire, and Pam Thomas is going to take over Lynn's touch. She's a very smart lady and a very fantastic artist. So, Pam, tell me about yourself. Okay.
I'm Pam Thomas. I'm married to Steve Thomas. He's a professional photographer, and he is who introduced me to Lynn. I've retired from the operating room after 25 years. We've got 5 children, and they've got plenty of children, and I'm at a place where I am eager to learn Lynn's touch. And this oil glazing, the photographs, is an excellent way to enhance some photos.
Okay, let's get going here. Glazing, a process where oil paint is added to a photograph to dramatically change the appearance. That means enhance it. The artist has control of the final presentation. That means she can change it or he can change it all they want. The procedure is not complicated, but it does take practice and a creative eye. Follow the basic steps and practice. Bear in mind there are some photographs that lend themselves to this technique better than others.
Yes.
And actually, my favorite is putting it on animals or portraits. But Pam had put it on a landscape.
Yes.
Pam, how'd that turn out?
Yes, we were very pleased. It was a kind of a dark, gloomy, maybe overexposed photo to begin with, and with some burnt umber applied and black, it took it into a beautiful fall foliage look.
So the transparent paint just changed green to a fall color then for you.
That's right. And it was just amazing watching it develop as we glazed with the Dacron.
Yeah, I watched Pam as she was removing the glaze, and there was different spots where she actually let the green show through. So it was sort of a change of season landscape. It was really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you do this, all your prints should be sprayed with a glossy lacquer or a lacquer of your choice before you start applying the oil. The lacquer actually protects the surface of your print. You really don't want the oil paint to seep into the surface of the print, especially if it's a matte print.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Matte soaks up oil paint like you wouldn't believe, and there's no pushing it around. We learned that the hard way. I thought by spraying a matte picture would be okay. It took many, many layers of spray to seal that surface. Okay, our supply list.
You'll need your glossy photographic mounted print. Avoid the press board.
Yeah, it sort of gets damp and then it warps. It's not good to work on.
And you'll need a spray can of glossy lacquer. We like the Sure Guard. You'll need a handheld hair dryer and some cotton balls and the Dacron or polyester stuffing, a stick sharpened to a point. Lynn will show you how to make one. Some turpenoid and a soft sable filbert number 9 brush, and of course a tack rag.
Lacquer mat. I have been using that, oh my goodness, since 2000. It's just my favorite. There's so many types of textures for it besides satin, gloss, matte. It's just all in there. It's been easy to use. Spraying is a good technique if you know how to do it. I mean, if you stop in the middle of a print while you're walking across with a spray can, oh, beautiful drips. No, this stuff sprays easily and smoothly. And remember to go from beyond the beginning to beyond the end.
I was glad when you showed me that technique when we were spraying, to start way over before the photograph, so that the edges will be consistent with the body of the photo. And the way to do that is overspray.
And plus, I can't think of any chemical that is not harmful to our health. My husband did come up with one, though. He said it was water. So you might want to wear a mask. There are so many different brands of different sprays out there. Choose the one you like to work with. Choose the one that works best with your print and the ink that your lab or you use.
Yes.
Okay, color. Your color selection depends on your photograph, or sort of depends on you, what you want in the end. Like Pam with her green landscape went to a fall landscape. The majority of your oil paints are going to be transparent, but you can also use the opaque. As you'll see later on, a lot of oil paints, they come 4 ways: transparent, semi-transparent, opaque.
Semi-opaque.
Right, it's like, duh. But that's how they make them. So just choose what you want and have fun.
Yes.
This is the easy way of looking at a color wheel. And actually, it's very self-explanatory for mixing. You've got your primary, your secondary, your intermediate colors. And we can go beyond that. But this is one of the easy charts to look at.
We like easy.
This is a color theory chart. It gives you suggestions for what colors you might want to use together, what colors you might not want to use together, and help you decide what kind of design, color theory you want on your photograph. These are color samples of Gumbacher. And with Gumbacher, the little light one next to the original color is a Superba. It is sort of a gray color, very good for mixing. It takes down the brightness of the color, but it doesn't really change the color. It just makes it a little different. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, just makes it a little different. It's not, well, it's a gray. It's a gray color. It just makes the original color a little different. It'd be fun to play with.
These swatches show you what that Superba does to each color. And depending on what brand of paint you're going to use, try to get a swatch sample from that company. You can do it yourself, but it sure is a whole lot easier when you order it and it's already been painted up for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes a color name doesn't really match what the color is. Before and after. Since Pam is the new person to this, I'm going to let her explain this to you.
All right. Here we have before and after photos. The before, as you see, is a fine photo in its own right, but when we applied the oil and glazed it off, it enhanced that photo, as you can see, so much. It just gave depth, it gave a richness, and in my opinion caused it kind of to come alive. So it was that's an excellent example of this oil glazing technique.
Yeah, it actually added to the shadows. I can see shadows that actually have detail in them now, because the oil that they put on there was probably a little lighter than the color of the shadow. And so now there's even more detail. There's detail in the white dress.
Right.
Looks a little antique-y, but I kind of like it.
I do too.
Okay, let's go on to the next one here. Let's begin. Choose a photograph that lends itself to this technique. Retouch any unwanted marks.
Yes, very important.
Yes, if you've got a scratch there or a spot where the ink just didn't hit it, when you start applying that glaze and start wiping off, that glaze is not going to cover that spot or make it go away.
Do it on the front end.
Yes, always start with a perfect print. Remove your dust with a tack cloth. It's sort of like a sticky rag.
Yeah.
And don't rub it too hard.
No.
Because you don't want to remove the surface of the photograph.
Is it more of a blotting technique, a gentle, or
yeah,
kind of just
because
lightly?
what was in the air is now laying on your photograph. So, but you want a clean photograph, because if you spray over dirt, wow, you just added another bad mark to your photograph. Little bumps, little dirts, and it shows up 100%.
Oh yeah.
Now spray your print with your chosen lacquer. It will seal your photograph and allow the oil paint to remain on top of the surface. You do not want your oil paint to seep into the surface of the paper.
No.
I mean, if it does that, just rip it up and throw it away.
Yeah, because you can't move the paint. If it seeps in, you cannot move it.
Correct. And you need to be able to have this paint scooting around on top of that photograph.
Yes.
So you can get the effect that you're looking for.
Yeah.
You can choose lamp black, burnt umber, any color. This just depends on what you want or what you think will enhance that photograph.
Yeah.
You can use cotton to apply the oil to the photograph and smear it around as best you can. It's like using a big old paintbrush, but the cotton sort of smears it faster and easier.
Yes.
And then the stuffing, once you've smeared the oil with the cotton all over the print, take the stuffing and sort of smooth it out. And while you're doing that, keep a sample photograph of what the original was on the side, so you can see where you might want to take that background and rub it a different way, because it's going to leave scratches.
Yes.
And some of those scratches, which turn into lines, are going to help you.
That's right. Yeah, that having that second photo or the original is very helpful for reference.
Yeah, because you can tell if you need to take that background and make those lines, those scratches, curvy to show more of a shape on your photograph, or take them vertical or horizontal to show, again, the shape, flatness, roundness, whatever you're looking for. It actually enhances a photograph. And if you don't want to scratch, well, hey, that's where you use your number 9. That brush is so soft and so sweet that it will blend and soften those lines, like on a person's face. If you want the lines to stay, I think they look great on fur from animals.
Oh, sure. Yes.
Or someone's clothing.
Yes. But faces, not so much.
No, scratchy face. Little 5 o'clock shadow there. Remember, you can always add more oil paint. You can use another color to glaze. You can do whatever you want. The thicker the oil, though, the longer the drying time. And if you add another color, you put it on there and gently blend it into the color you already have. If you keep going over the top of it, you're going to lose it.
Oh, yeah.
And then make a kind of an ugly, muddy color.
Yes.
So you want it to show up, but lightly blend it into
Easy
the
does
first color you used.
Yes.
I mean, you can put some red or green into black as long as you don't rub it too hard. It will blend in. Okay, when the oil is smoothly distributed, and I do mean smoothly, you've got your scratches going the way you want. Now it's time to rub out things. Cotton is the best rub out besides adding it, adding oil to the print. Cotton is good for removing oil. And that sharpened stick we told you about?
Yeah.
Well, that's mainly a toothpick that you've sucked on. And you take a little piece of cotton and roll it around the tip, and you can use that for tiny areas. I use my number 9 paintbrush because I put it in a pencil sharpener and made a point at the end of the handle, stick, whatever you want to call it, and I put cotton on that.
Perfect.
So it always works.
Yeah.
So when you want to take an area that looks a little sharp, because you've wiped off the cotton, that's when you can use a Dacron again and smooth it, make it a little softer on the edge.
Okay. Yeah.
And when you're done blending and cleaning and everything is perfect, let your photograph dry for 1 day. Or at least you want it 75% dry. Because then you're ready to seal it with spray lacquer. And this lacquer, again, can be glossy, can be matte, can be satin, whatever finish you want on that photograph.
Gotcha. But when we first start out, it's important that we use a glossy spray to prepare our photograph to take the oil paint, right?
Yeah, glossy just helps it move easier, helps it to be removed, helps it to spread better. Glossy is just a nice, smooth thing to use. A satin once in a while has a texture to it, and it'll capture some of the oil in these little spots, and it could make someone look like they have acne.
Yes.
Not a good face thing.
No.
Okay, now if you press too hard while blending, you will wipe the glaze off.
Oh, yeah.
But you can always add more and do it again.
Yeah.
It's not a total loss. And remember to check your photograph that you have on the side that you're working on that's being glazed to see if you need to go back and maybe apply a little more oil paint or wipe a little more off. So until it's what you want, how you like it.
Yes.
What could go wrong? Oh, yeah. What could go wrong? An occurrence that when spray meets oil paint. Sometimes it creates some little bitty lines that you don't want. And it just tells you that the oil was too wet to spray. If you take it outside, your finished piece of photography and art combined, and the temperature is too cold, as you're spraying, you'll see these little white snowballs come out of the spray can. And oh my gosh, that's terrible. I had that happen. I got on my phone and called one of my friends, Helen Yancey. And I said, Helen, I've got snowballs all over my print. And she told me, no problem, don't sweat it. Just put it in a cardboard box, close the lid, and leave it overnight. Those little white snowballs actually melt, turn back into fluid, and now I've got a perfect print again. Thank you, Helen.
Thank you, Helen.
Oh, I'll let the pro talk about this one. She's my pro sprayer now.
Well, your first layer of spray must be a dusting. This is very important to get heavy-handed on this first layer. Will really impede the additional layers and the importance of each layer drying so that the next one can build upon it. So dust the first layer and let it dry, and then take another layer and let it dry. Also, I'll add in here, so important, what Lynn told me about spraying was start before I reach the photograph. So if I'm spraying left to right, I start in the far left corner where the photograph is not, and bring it all the way over and finish it outside of the right hand side. And that gives an even spray without starts and stops and heavy spots.
Yeah, you'll know when you're done because you'll like the way the print looks.
Oh, yeah.
So there's really no limit to how many layers of lacquer you can put on the print.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't want it to weigh 2 tons, but
Right.
and you don't want it to drip. So, but you'll know because all of a sudden you'll say, "Oh wow, that looks so nice," and the finishing spray really adds more enhancement to your photograph.
Yes.
Okay, we thank you so much.
Indeed we do.
And if you have any questions, you can email me at lenstouch@gmail.com, or you can email Pam at
PamelaKThomas@hotmail.com.
if you'd like to know more about learning lens touch, a technique that uses many, many different mediums on your photographs. We do have classes. In your email, let us know if you're interested, and we'll send you the details. We thank you so much for coming to this class, for listening to us.
Yes, this has been fun. And we hope that you enjoy this technique very much as we have.
Because it is fun. And I mean, think about when you were a kid. Hey, you finger painted.
Mm-hmm.
You did rub outs.
That's right.
It's so simple, and yet it's very satisfying and a great enhancement to your photography.
Yes.
It also makes that photograph become an original.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, people, you can add more money to the price of that. So think about it. Thank you very much, and hopefully we'll hear from you. Thank you.
Yes.